Happy second day of June. This week is designated as National CPR and AED Awareness Week. This morning we're getting a demonstration. We have Kim Baldwin joining us from the American Heart Association and Jude Dooley from the YMCA of Greater Birmingham. Thank you both for coming in this morning. We appreciate it.
No problem.
Certainly. And of course the special guest star this morning, the dummy, and we're going to be demonstrating. So first of all, why is AED CPR Awareness Week? Why is this important?
Well, it's so important because we have about 350,000 out of hospital cardiac arrests every year. That means that people are experiencing cardiac arrest in our homes, in our communities, at our sporting events, places where people gather.
And if this happens, then it's important to jump in immediately, right? What does that do for somebody who's experiencing this?
Oh, absolutely. Every second counts. That's why we're really trying to focus on educating the community at large, because we know that every second is so important to be able to get that good oxygenated blood throughout the body to all the vital organs, including the brain.
Certainly. Why is hands-only CPR? Why do we talk about hands-only CPR?
Sure. So for most adults and teens, hands-only CPR is just as effective as traditional CPR with breaths. The object here is that the chest compressions act as the external heartbeat, going to pump that oxygenated blood throughout the body, making sure that it's getting to where it needs to be.
Certainly. And why is this important, for the YMCA? I'm sure your staff goes through trainings and is able to jump in at a moment's notice.
Yeah, today's actually the start of summer camp for so many kids. And, the American Heart Association is such an expert in this space, and we have access to so many people. So it's important to us that we can use our access to people to make sure they're trained on how to do bystander CPR.
So are there trainings that we can sign up for? And
anyone can go to a YMCA at any time, and our staff can on the moment, on the spot, train you on how to do it.
Wow.
And so we do that throughout the day, but we also go out into the community and offer the trainings for people as well.
So if that's something that you've always thought, hey, I really need to do this, I need to be able to learn this, to jump in at a moment's notice, possibly save somebody's life, that's an option.
Yeah.
You can walk into a YMCA.
Yeah, you can go up to our front desk and just say, hey, I would love to, I saw this on the news this morning, I would love to get trained on how to do it, and our staff can take care of that for you.
That is fantastic. Now, there are certain populations that have a lesser chance of having CPR performed on them, and in Alabama, the stats are not fantastic, are they?
They're not great. So certain groups, including women and minorities, receive CPR far less than others. Nationally, our bystander response rates are about 40%. But here in Birmingham, that's about 10%. And so it's our goal to have at least one lifesaver behind every door. You don't have to have any formal training. You don't have to be a doctor or healthcare professional. You just have to be willing to act.
And I'm sure the hesitancy of people jumping in, they don't want to make the situation worse. They don't want to do something incorrectly. So what are the signs that somebody needs CPR?
So it's usually someone will go down just instantly. You think about heart attack versus CPR. People that are experiencing a heart attack are usually able to communicate their symptoms with you. When someone is experiencing a cardiac arrest or a sudden cardiac arrest event, they just go down. They are unconscious, they're not responsive. So the very first thing you want to do is call 911. The great thing about our state is that we do have tele-CPR, and so the 911 operator can actually guide you through the process of what to do in that instance.
Good to know. And so if somebody goes down, we think, okay, this is the moment we have to jump in, and seconds matter, right? So, all right, this person has just gone down. What do we do here, Kim?
We call 911. So somebody call 911.
911.
We're going to, in the center of the chest, place the heel of one hand, other hand right on top, and we're going to deliver chest compressions. We want to do this at a rate of about 100 to 120 beats per minute. There are lots of songs that help us keep that rhythm, right? Yep. Staying Alive is one, Baby Shark is another.
Baby Shark, okay.
But you just want to keep getting those good chest compressions, and you just do that until help arrives.
Okay, good to know. I'm going to give it a shot here. Yeah, so I'm jumping in, and it doesn't matter which hand over which.
Doesn't matter which hand
whatever
over.
I'm comfortable with, I guess. And so right here, center of the chest. And I'm trying to think of Baby Shark. Baby Shark, do 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 do.
There we go.
Baby Shark, do 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 do.
Yeah,
Baby Shark,
perfect. Do, do. And now that song's gonna be stuck in everyone's head. But for a good cause. And I will say, if you haven't trained in a while, if you haven't done this in a while, which it's been a while for me, that takes a lot of effort.
It does.
Yeah, and this is a good training. It gives you that click. So but on an actual person, it's not going to click.
It's not going to click, right?
But you do have to use some force.
Exactly.
Yes.
We want to make sure that we're getting that depth, that we are acting as that external heartbeat, and you can have this real practice at the YMCA.
Exactly. We thank you both for coming in this morning. Thank you as well, Rasessa Annie, for your for your time this morning. Some great information as we head into this week and those summer camps. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having us.